You claimed your Google business profile. Great. That's step one. But are you actually using every single thing that is inside that profile to dominate local search? Most business owners miss a few simple things that could cost them dozens of leads every single month. Stick with me because I'm going to walk you through exactly how to turn your Google business profile into a lead generating machine. Before we get into that, when was the last time you updated your Google business profile? Drop the month in the comments below. I'm curious. Hey there, I'm Joshua Crouch, founder of Relentless Digital. We've helped hundreds of HVAC, plumbing, and home service businesses rank higher on Google Maps. Today, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to fully optimize your Google business profile and get more clicks, calls, and more importantly, more customers. We're going to kick things off with the basics today, but don't tune out just yet. Just because this is the basics doesn't mean a lot of contractors don't overlook these steps. And that spells opportunity for you. Leaving your GBP half optimized is like ordering a steak and forgetting the grill. It's raw, risky, and no one's biting. We're gonna go over a lot of information in today's video, and I'm also, if you stay until the end, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to get our free Google Business Profile checklist so you can easily hand this off to someone on your team or just follow along and make sure all of these steps are taken care of. First up is a very controversial topic in the world of SEO, and it's whether you should put keywords in your business name or not. Now, first of all, one of the top 3 ranking factors that I've seen is having a keyword in your business name, but there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. So if you want to sneak a keyword into your name, do this the right way. Get a DBA. It's also known as a trade name, assumed name, or fictitious business name. It really depends on what your state calls it, but just do a quick Google search for state DBA application, and you should be able to find what you need. Typically, these cost about $50 or $60, so it's a really low cost in order to get that ranking benefit. The other reason you want a DBA is because if you don't have it and your profile gets suspended, you're gonna have to remove that keyword and you're gonna lose the ranking benefit of it. Getting the DBA or the fictitious certificate is the way that you can keep that name approved through Google ethically. The other tip I have with adding a keyword to your name is sprinkle keywords naturally into your business description. Don't try to add every single keyword you want to rank for. Otherwise, your profile name is going to look ridiculous, and it's going to make it really easy for myself and other agencies or competitors to report you because we know that's not your business name. So an example of this, if my business name was ABC Heating and Cooling, I may change that to ABC Heating and AC Repair. Something like that where it's real minimal, but the impact is gonna be really high for you. So this next section is the description that you give your business. Now, if you're not great at writing, I put together a ChatGPT prompt for you. This does not have a whole lot of ranking benefit, but it can be a persuasive place to leave up to 750 characters of copy that actually move the needle and increase conversions for your business. On the screen, you see the prompt. You are an expert prompt engineer excelling at writing business descriptions for small business profile descriptions. Write me a prompt I can use to put together a compelling description that entices homeowners who see my listing to know what we offer as a company and to contact us for service. What we're trying to do is we want someone to see this and we want to persuade them to contact our business. The last thing is if you need any information about my business, ask the questions. So this is where you're going to give it the information. Once you give it this information, it's going to put together a 750 character or less business description that you can copy and paste. Next, we're going to move on to categories. This is super important. Category is actually the #1 ranking factor, so please pay close attention on this. And I'm also going to have a little guide for you that's going to give you a list of all of the HVAC, plumbing, and electrical categories so you can make the best selection for your business. The primary category is the cat's ass of the Google Business Profile. It is the most important thing that you need to optimize for. You can choose up to 9 categories in total, and those secondary categories are also important, but they don't hold near the weight of the primary category. So for example, if you sell air filters, but it's a very small fraction of your business, don't add the category air filter supplier as it's not gonna help you. If you guys look down in the description below, we're gonna have that free PDF that's going to go through the most popular categories. Just choose the most relevant. If you want to see what your competitors are doing before choosing a primary category, you can spy on their listing using a free Chrome extension called GMB Everywhere. That will also be linked in the description below. We use GMB Everywhere for a lot of our audits, as you can get a ton of great information from there. But one of the most important pieces is you can see what the top competitors are using for their primary category. So you can either do what they're doing or pivot and do something they're not to try to increase your rankings. Next, we're going to talk about your business hours. And this, until last year, really didn't make that much of an impact, except for it told people if you were open or closed. But in 2024, Google had an algorithm update where your business hours actually increased or decreased your rankings. So let's say you're open from 8 to 5. As soon as 5:01 hits, if you have competitors that are open until 6, 7, or open 24 hours a day, your listing is going to decrease in ranking. The image on the left, we took this at like 2:30 in the morning when this business was closed, and you can see what happened as soon as the business was open again at 7 in the morning, their rankings increased dramatically. And this is happening to your business listing whether you track it or you don't. So it's really important to make sure that you're thinking about this strategically. If you're hurting for leads and you need to grow your business, you might want to expand the hours that are listed on your Google Business Profile. The caveat to that is I would only do this if you have phone support. Now, hopefully that phone support is not you, the owner, answering the phone after hours, but hopefully you have an answering service, or even now in today's world, get an AI answering service that answers the call for you all the time and just gives you the message. Because if you don't have those things and your profile does show as open, you could lead yourself or open yourself up to getting negative reviews or hurting your reputation. Next that you have to fill out on your profile is service areas. Now, service areas, I'm going to spend about 10 seconds on this because they do not impact your rankings. So don't spend a lot of time on this. Just include the major cities you'd like to target, do it quickly, and move on. Next is the website URL that you put on your Google Business Profile listing. Most contractors use their homepage. However, their homepage is not necessarily the best page to use for your website. I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm a company that is in Phoenix, Arizona. My company name is ABC Heating and Cooling, and right now it's air conditioning season. So instead of sending to my homepage, which is all about my brand, ABC Heating and Cooling, it would be better and more relevant to Google if I sent them to an air conditioning repair service page that's targeting Phoenix, Arizona, and I will actually get ranking benefits, or at least we've seen a lot of ranking benefits from this. So the important takeaway here is to make sure that your primary category and the city you're located in match the website URL that is listed on your Google Business Profile. Now, if you're an HVAC contractor or you're watching this video and you are a seasonal business, you can change your primary category up to 3 times a year. Just make sure you also update the website URL when you update the category. An example of this, because we're just coming off of heating season, would be changing from heating contractor to air conditioning contractor, and then updating the page that goes to furnace repair for that city to AC repair in the same city. Next, this was another recent addition Google made back in 2024, but you want to add social media profiles to your listing. If you don't have the primary social media profiles, I would at least recommend creating a listing on the following sites: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and X or Twitter. And the reason for that is those are backlinks. That's essentially what a backlink is another site pointing to your site. So these are really easy, free backlinks, and they carry a lot of weight and authority. And if we can tie those into our Google Business Profile, you're giving your Google Business Profile a leg up on your competition that hasn't done this step yet. So the reason it's so important to keep your Google Business Profile updated is look at the screenshots that are on your screen here. The one on the left is not fully optimized. Look at the difference in all of the real estate you can take up on Google if your profile is optimized. This profile is almost double the length because they filled out every single section of the profile. We gave homeowners the opportunity to find what they want so they can make a decision to hire you. If we don't give them enough information to make a purchasing decision, they're going to move on to the next listing. Want our complete Google Business Profile optimization checklist? Drop checklist in the comments below and we'll send it to you absolutely for free. Coming up next is the silent section of your GBP that's killing conversions without you even realizing it. You won't believe how easy it is to fix once you see it. Before we move on, if you're serious about leveling up your business, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the game-changing content we have coming your way. Let me ask you something. If a customer looked at your Google Business Profile right now, would it look like you're alive or on life support? Because if the last photo you posted was during the Obama administration and you haven't added a post since pumpkin spice season of 2022, you're absolutely leaving money on the table. Your GBP is not just another directory listing. It's a mini social media feed for people looking to hire a business like yours today. People don't go to Google to hang out and watch videos. They go to Google to make purchasing decisions. So your content needs to match that. So what kind of things should you be adding every week and what type of photos and posts should you be making? First of all, you should be adding at least a couple new photos every single week. Those can mix and match between equipment you've worked on, your team, the type of jobs you're doing, your vans, what it looks like to work at your company. Those things are great to get that homeowner a sense of who they're gonna do business with. Now, I get this question a lot. When you make posts on your Google Business Profile, should those posts just mirror your social media posts on Facebook or TikTok or LinkedIn? And my answer is absolutely not. Because on social media, people are looking to be entertained, educated, and they're just looking for something to pass the time. On Google, we're looking for purchasing decision type of posts. So we want things like offers. What services do you provide? What are your business hours? What kind of tips? If I'm looking for someone that does AC repair, what kind of tips should I be looking for before I call that company for service? Here's another reason that you want to make sure that you leave offer posts on your Google Business Profile. You see the little red arrow on the screen? Those are snippets pulled from our existing clients of offer posts that we make. Now, typically we have clients send us this stuff every single month, so we always are updating this information. And you can get nice little snippets like this right at the time of purchase when somebody is looking for the service that you offer. And this can be the difference between getting a conversion and having them move on to a competitor. And the other reason that photos are so important is Google can read what is in your photo without giving them any context at all. What you're looking at on the screen here on the left-hand side is the original photo that I got from a client. I cleaned up that photo and I removed essentially the bookshelf and everything to the left and the Walmart box to the right. And you can see the difference. Google starts to understand what is in the photo, which gives them more context about your business and is going to help you rank your listing higher. Photos like this can also help you because look at what they can see off the side of this truck and the side of this building. I didn't give them any context. I just uploaded the plain image. I didn't change any of the XF data or the back-end data of the photo. This reads that it's an air conditioning and heating company, that they do sales, service, and installation. It also reads the name of the brand off the side of the truck. This can read things like brands of equipment you've worked on, names on your hat, names of your technicians. So hopefully after this section, you've realized that Google prioritizes fresh and active profiles. If yours looks stale, you're gonna fall behind. You have to keep up with this stuff on a regular basis. How often are you posting photos and offers right now? Weekly? Monthly? Never? Be honest, let me know below, and I'm happy to send you some more templates and ideas to help you generate ideas. Next, we're gonna dig into some advanced features that 99% of local businesses ignore, and they could be your secret advantage. Okay. Real talk. If step 1 was the salad and step 2 was the steak, step 3 is the spicy sauce that most contractors skip. And that sauce, it's what makes your GBP actually pop off the plate and get noticed. If you want to stand out from competitors who just check all the boxes, this is the move to make. You need to tap into some of the most underused Google Business Profile tools that are out there. The first one is the Q&A section. So you can seed questions and answer them yourself. And there are great free tools out there like alsoasked.com. It's ALSOASKED.com. You type in AC repair, drain cleaning, electrical panel repair, and they will give you the most common asked questions that homeowners are asking. And that's a great way to answer the questions that they may have with your profile listing, and also tell Google that you really are the expert because you know everything that there is to know about your trade. The next thing that you're going to want to make sure you have set up is a booking integration with Google. Now, most field service management softwares in the trades do offer this functionality, but if not, there are other ways to make sure that this is connected. And the reason this is important is because when you're on a mobile device or on a desktop, you get an extra blue button that takes up quite a bit of space on the screen that says book online. So if you're a homeowner in a rush, I got a problem, I need to get it fixed now, I don't want to talk on the phone, because we all know that millennials and Gen Z definitely are steering away from calling your company. They'd rather book online or chat with somebody. This is a great way to easily increase your conversions because people just don't want to talk on the phone anymore. It's also going to make your listing stand out. And that's honestly sometimes the most important thing, is just having something a little different than what your competitors have, so that way it looks different and they decide to contact you. The last section to fill out is the products or services section. Now, as a home service business, you should have the opportunity to put both in there. What we like to do, and this is kind of a pro tip, is we like to put our services in as products because technically they are our products. And what happens on that is you get a really nice piece of real estate on the Google Business Profile with a little scroll bar that shows you all of the different things that you offer. An additional pro tip, put your special offers like $100 off or $50 off for new customers in the product section. Make sure the numbers of the offer are really big because, again, I said that takes up really great real estate. This is a great way to, again, increase conversion so people choose you over all of the competitors you have in your market. Which of these three features have you not set up yet? Q&A, booking, or services and products? Let me know down below. Struggling to rank on Google Maps is not just about one issue. It's almost always a combination of weak setup, hidden technical problems, a misunderstanding of how location works, and not updating your profile regularly. If you want a clear, customized plan to fix your Google Maps listing, book a free strategy call at the link on the screen. Lastly, I have a final challenge for you. If you take up to 15 minutes today to update your core information the exact way I showed with you, post new content, and enable the advanced features we talked about, you're already going to be ahead of 90% of your competitors. So here's your challenge. Make these updates right now after watching this video, then tag me or drop a comment when you do so I can see those wins roll in and celebrate with you. Now that your Google Business Profile is completely optimized, it's time to build trust and build it fast. Click the next video on your screen to watch how to get more 5-star reviews and convert those visitors into book jobs.